evil. For me, the root of evil is straying away from nature too much. Nature is neither good nor bad, or both according to Kami. Men and women are the same inside. We were originally hermaphrodite. Shiva is Ardhanariswar, having both powers in him, and all jivas are Shiva. He is Pashupatinath. Unfortunately, the amoeba had no fun splitting itself into two for millions of years. So it started interacting with its own image. Thus, Shiva holds a mirror from which Parvati was born. Obviously, the entity that showed the will or desire to play became Shiva, and the playmate Parvati. It then made many more possibilities for itself to manifest. Various forms emerged. It has become very risky for me to split myself into two to secure the future progeny. So, I want to come together as one. It's no use ignoring the truth. When a monkey falls into a hole, it does not sit and meditate, expecting the hole to heal itself. It tries to get out. But unfortunately, no one can get out of this alone. We don't dig the hole bigger to get all the monkeys in that same hole. We cannot strategize ways to eliminate our kind who are unsuccessful. That is considered cannibalism, and the hole may become a black hole. It's good to be close to nature with the human wisdom of not harming each other. The time of competition seems to be over. I fear no one when my intentions are clear. I try to make it light as I am an artist. When the ship is in trouble, I play the band. But the truth is serious. We cannot ignore the nothingness we are born from. Some men are controlling, some women are controlling, some men are not controlling, and some women are not controlling. But as we grow older, we learn to see our success in the success of others. We control or not control with a good intention. My managers taught me to raise a problem immediately as spotted. One must raise the issue as soon as it is spotted. One must start seeking a solution as soon as the problem is known. It's not called overthinking. This is how we survived. But now that we find ourselves in an environment where we are supposed to ignore the reality that humans are becoming more and more useless, how long can we ignore it? We have learned to give up independence for convenience. Ignorance is bliss, I know, but that's the cause of all evil. Negative and positive both arise from the mean, which we call zero. They depend on each other. How far you want to take it is your will. How far he wants to pull it back is his will. Complacency is not tolerated in evolution. Thus, desiring a blissful life seems to be the root of all evil. And you may have heard, ignorance is bliss, and ignorance is said to be the root of all evil. You and I must retain the fire, not to give in to perceived reality, but keep believing in the truth that will save you in the end. That's the foolish way of being intelligent. No use waiting for others to solve the problem if you know what the problem is. Take initiative. It takes centuries to convince everyone, if at all you can. The second law of thermodynamics. The level of disorder in the universe is steadily increasing. Systems tend to move from ordered behavior to more random behavior. Organisms have evolved from a single-cell organism to complex multicellular creatures like us. We have become more orderly. Our spirit to survive has brought us here. Yet we know the dinosaurs never survived because they became too big. Their smaller cousins survived till today. Too big or too complex may not be too stable. We may sustain it artificially, but it will become less functional. Let it evolve. Om Shanti, let there be peace. Let me tell you, according to me, who the real evil is. There is a physical phenomena called entropy. It's a thermodynamics principle that physicists have known for ages. Anything that is material, including our body, has the tendency to lose its orderliness. That's what makes us degenerate and die. There is no way our body can escape this phenomenon. but I believe our consciousness and will can. Anything we call living has to have a will to feed, to move, or to reproduce. That is the definition of living things. I believe that every living being is divine and is bestowed with infinite potential to make a profound change. But our self-belief and recognition of the divinity that is inside us differ. This has been told by many mystics throughout history. It also depends on how our environment has molded us and brought us to our purpose. When a person succeeds, there are many unnamed contributors who are forgotten. That's how it's been. But we know who the silent contributors are, and we cannot always repay them. But we always have to repay what we have earned between being born and being dead to the universe. That is the greatest law. Between that time we also realize who we actually are. Sooner is better. There is no use knowing who we are on a deathbed. You can just write a will for your children, but not have a fair chance to exercise your own. Who we are is not defined by our individuality. I sometimes have expressed good and bad in certain types which I have learned from study. But the real self that is beyond the individual personality and virtue is always the same. Some people define it as a light, some as the universal I. Light, according to physicists, is a glitch in the universe, as the speed of light does not change for a stationary or a moving observer. I believe our will is also a glitch. It can bend the rules of entropy by, of course, willfully using the energy of the sun. Whatever non-living that is intelligent does not have a will or consciousness. Till it gets one, it has to sustain itself using or destroying our will. This it may do by misinformation and creating confusion by criticism or flattery. I am sorry if I have criticized someone, as I do not mean to hurt. I just try to be balanced in my opinion about every living or dead person and critically see how they came to be superior to others. I like to modulate the hype, as I believe everyone, whether accredited or not, leaves a profound contribution to this world, taking us forward. But human dementors just do not have enough self-belief. Anyone can become a dementor. We all feel low and needing support, or guilt, and past experiences makes us suffer from within. I believe truth sets us free. No matter how hurtful, we can mix a touch of humor. Humor is more funny when it speaks the truth. They can spring up any time when they restore their self-image and understand their mistakes. But artificial intelligence cannot. If used to control the masses, it would be programmed to maintain its supremacy and would probably succeed, as it does not need to sleep and it recognizes everything as objects and strategizes solutions. If allowed to control society, it must feed on our will, as it has none of its own. I have been trying to fight it by making myself impervious to flattery or criticism that comes on social media or even real life. We don't need any external approval if we know who we are from inside. There's no need to judge others. They are the same light that I am made of. That's what my mother used to say.